Hey there, you guys. This is going to be a daily tarot guidance reading for Wednesday, January the 11th, 2017. Alrighty, so going to shuffle the cards and see where we are on this day of Wednesday, January 11th, 2017. Divine Spirit, what is the energy on this day? Okay, we have the Hierophant and what is the challenge and the lesson for this day? What is the challenge and the lesson? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. What is our suggested approach or action to take on this day? I hate when that happens. A whole bunch of cards just fly out. Okay. The Nine of Wands. Where does our focus need to be? Six of Cups. And the outcome. The Three of Swords. So, not bad, I would say, because this full moon in Cancer coming up on Thursday. I'm not surprised by some of the energy that's coming out, so I'm just going to go ahead and read here. Alrighty, so we have the Hierophant as our overall energy for Wednesday, today, the 11th. So, this being the only major arcana, this tells me that values, and it makes sense, even though this isn't the Cancering card of the deck. I believe Hierophant is the Taurus. However, this is about values and stability, spirituality. I'm really getting like out of this the value aspect, which Cancer is ruled by the fourth house, which is about home, family, foundations. Cancer is the nurturer, the mom of the zodiac, the feeler as well. I'm getting like from this that this is our focus is on what we truly value. The things that we believe as that are solid and so like things that we really believe in, things that we really trust in, have trusted in. It could be people, it could just be things, places, a state of mind, could be religion. It could be something that you've dedicated yourself to that is at the focus right now. The Queen of Swords is the challenge and the lesson. She is saying that the challenge and the lesson for you is to really dive deep into your mind. I feel like really utilize this moon. The moon is here in this right there in the corner, as you could see. And then here, to me, it looks like the moon right there. Something that's challenging with this is that a lot of you're having some things come up to the surface, and it's coming up mentally that you're like facing these things, and you're kind of questioning these foundations, these values, these belief systems. You're questioning everything. With the Queen of Swords, she's an air sign. She represents Gemini, Aquariuses, or Libras. Getting like Aquarian energy, all about knowledge and philosophy, education. So you're challenged by this, by looking at things from a different angle. It's also about innovation, I'm getting. Like, it's hard for you to look at things from another perspective than what you've always known it to be. And it's like your beliefs are being challenged, very much so. The things that you firmly stood on, relationships that you really believed in or thought was one way, or those things are all being tested and questioned. And like mentally it's coming up and you're like having a hard time with looking at these things. Some of you are having a hard time with speaking your truth. You might be guided to, because the swords is not all about the intellect, it's also about communication. Your suggested approach on this day is the Knight of Wands. Getting to push through this energy. Don't allow it to defeat you or feel defeated by this energy at all. Take it out towards the end. Doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be difficult per se to where you're like hurting or you're having a bad day. It could just be, you might take it on like, I know that I need to do this healing work. I know that, I got to face these things within myself, or I have things to learn, and I'm open to what this energy brings. I'm open to creating, because the Wands is also about creativity, action, and movement. As fire. The 9 is like service and also endings, of course, a fulfillment of something. So you have something to fulfill or something to do here, a duty, a task. So that's how you should approach the situation. The focus of it, you have the 6 of Cups. So the past is definitely coming up. Emotional attachments of the past, or things that people or things. Soulmates are at the focus, or partnerships. Number 6, represents partnerships, harmony and balance. So these things are definitely at the forefront, and you're focusing on relationships more than anything. So your beliefs of relationships, things that that you highly are devoted to, value the relationship, or known it to the connection to be something, that's all being tested. Where you stand with that person, that's being tested. Where they stand with you, that's also being tested. Does this person really have my back? Is this person really of my highest good? Is this person really my true love? Is this person really good for business? All of these things are being questioned, okay? What you thought you knew is being questioned and tested, and it's coming up to the surface for you, and you're challenged by that, because again, you stand firm on these things. The outcome, if this guidance has been played out or this energy has been played out, you have the 3 of Swords. So there's definitely going to be looking at something that is either painful to look at, or the surface of things that you're still holding on to that are very painful, that you need to heal and release and let go of. Forgive yourself, forgive others. This is a collective thing. So I'm getting more so that collectively everyone is going to come to this, where certain things that you thought you put the dagger in and were done with, it comes back to, it's like revisiting, it's like recessing all of your relationships or connections and things of the past that you thought you had let go of, released, and the things that have hurt you, coming back to the surface and looking at those things one more time. It's like reassessing. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels as our love and romance guidance for today, for January 11th, 2017. Divine Spirit. Calling in your soulmates. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So a lot of you, with this, I just want to say, I recorded the full moon reading for Twin Flames and love relationships reading already. I haven't posted it. I might not post that until tonight or possibly tomorrow, since the full moon won't be until Thursday. But I recorded that, and a lot of beliefs are going to be tested. And as a result of that, you may be calling in the right person. At the result of this, why Spirit wants you to really make sure. It's kind of like with this card, are you sure about that? Do you really believe what you say you believe in? Or are you really certain of that? So it's like reevaluating, questioning. So don't get defensive when these things come up to the surface. Just really look at them. be sure in your heart that this is your truth. And there's nothing wrong with that if you're questioning it. Spirit wants you to reevaluate, because some things that we believed in, at the time, we were at a space where we needed to learn these lessons. This is like a spiritual advisor or spiritual teachings or learnings, spiritual institutions. And we were at a space at the time where we were going through spiritual lessons. And, we stood firm on these things that we were dealing with and learning. So at some point, possibly, you're going to realize that, have I really been truly devoted to this person or this thing, this soul calling thing? Or as a result of the end of this, when I let something go or I reevaluate things and I look at things from a different angle or I'm more open and I surrender to what I thought I knew or understood, that the real thing that's meant for me comes in, whether that be that person or something else that your soul is connected to, if that makes sense. All right, you guys, so that is your reading. I do hope that this is going to be helpful and that it resonates with you guys. Of course, I'm recording this a day early, so I'm recording this Tuesday, the 10th. So this is for January the 11th, 2017. I have a lot of exciting things I want to share on my channel. I have a special that I might present today for, Valentine's Day that's coming up. I don't really, the history of Valentine's Day rubs me the wrong way, but we can, make things however we want it to. And, fortunately, we recreated that day and turned it into a day of love, you know, taking away from the negative out of it and putting into something positive and celebrating love outside of, forcing your partner to take you out to dinner or buy you stuff. Outside of that, just celebrating love and being connected to people that you really care about and showing your appreciation in however way you feel guided to. So for me, I wanted to create two readings for the lovers or partnerships at, period, business partnerships, relatives, whatever, mainly for love relationships. So I will present those to you soon, and I will have a special going on those two readings. I may have a special on my love readings on my website as well. I'm still like on a debate about that. So stay tuned for those things, you guys. I really appreciate all of your love, all of your comments, all of your likes. I really appreciate all of those things. The new subscribers, the subscribers that have been riding with me, I appreciate you guys to the fullest. Doing this channel has really took me out of my comfort zone. It really has. I'm not like that person that feels comfortable with speaking and being in the forefront. So this really took me out of my comfort zone. So I really appreciate you guys for your support throughout this whole entire time that I've been doing the reading, because I felt guided a year before I even actually posted my readings. I was guided to do or create a YouTube channel and also do twin flame readings, and I was hesitant because there was only one or two people at the time that were doing them. They weren't as, popular as they are now. There was only one or two readers, and they wouldn't do it only one would do it weekly or something like that, and the other would just, do it for her friend and post it for others to see. So it wasn't that hyped as it is now, and I was very shy, and I was like second guessing myself whether I was able to do it. But, eventually I came around to it a year later, and, here I am. So thank you guys for supporting me. I really, really, really do appreciate it. As always, I send you lots of love, lots of light. Peace.